Hey everybody, Ben here. It is Monday morning. This is early in the morning, probably around 7:30 a.m. I'm on vacation right now. I took a week off of work, and I actually have a pickup lined up. This is only a couple days since I put up the last video. I'm doing this in my basement right now because my girlfriend is upstairs sleeping, and I wanted to get an intro in real quick before I go out. So here's the story real quick. First off, if you enjoy this sort of content, please be sure to like the video. You see, I go to great effort here. My hair isn't even set yet. I haven't even gotten ready for the day, and I'm recording video for you guys. Anyway, yesterday I'm on Facebook, and I see a person who posted a lot. And for originally, the price was like $800. And there's all sorts of cool stuff, GameCube stuff and the like. And it just said 800, but then there was a slash through it, and it said $1 make an offer for this video game collection. So, one of the things I try and do when it comes to this stuff is when you see an opportunity, make an offer. Just put yourself out there. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? They're going to say no, or they're going to say that's not enough. I mean, what big deal? It's just Facebook, right? So I send the offer, I say $500, and I had determined in my head that it was worth at least 1,000, and so 500 was a safe bet. He got back to me and said somebody had offered him $750, and but that he would get back to me if my offer was one of the better ones or something like that. I said, okay, great. And I basically put it out of sight and out of mind, because the truth is that most of the time when you hear stuff like that, that's it. You're not getting a lot. And so it's good for your headspace to just sort of let it go. But this time, it actually did come back around. And the guy messaged me later and said, tell you what, if you come tonight or tomorrow morning, I'll do it for you for $650. And I said, okay, let me give it a closer look. It's been a few hours, and he was cool with that. I went through it again, and I felt like $650 was a pretty fair price, especially considering some of the good stuff in the lot. So anyway, that's a story here. I'll probably put some pictures around with some of the background stuff as we go through. But right now, I'm in my basement looking for bins and boxes to put all this stuff away in, because I'm about to make the drive out there and show you guys what I have. So anyway, if you're liking this stuff, please like, subscribe, all that stuff, leave a comment, etc. And let's see what we find. I'm back home. It's early afternoon. I had a little snack, and I cleaned up and everything, and I got all the stuff in my house. Everything here, these two boxes, these bins down here, the boxed GameCube, boxed Wii, this PS2 stuff, all of it, which I'm going to break down in a minute. I paid $650 for this morning, and it's looking really good, and I will break everything down in chunks, because as you can tell, this is a lot of stuff. Let's talk real quick about the actual pickup, what happened. I didn't record it. I never really feel comfortable picking up the actual recording parts. I want to respect people's privacy. This guy, Kevin, who's a really nice guy, does a lot of what I do, I think. Collects games, yard sales, flea markets, etc. And it seemed like he was maybe getting rid of some things, maybe cashing out a little bit, taking some profit. I don't know what his personal business is, in terms of maybe he didn't want to do the work or something like that, but he seemed to have made some pretty decent money selling this stuff to me at the price he did. He was telling me he got some deals and stuff like that, and I even shared some of my YouTube stuff with him. So, very nice guy, Kevin. If you're watching the video, I really appreciate the good dealings, and keep in touch. So anyway, let's get into it. All right, first up, let's just start with the systems that came in the bundle. Tons of systems here. You can maybe see some of it. I'll get in a little bit closer. There was an Xbox 360 Slim right here, a PS2 fat model, a boxed black Nintendo Wii. I haven't looked through it too closely, but I think everything's in there. A really nice shape thing. I might keep this for myself. Boxed Nintendo GameCube. I guess it's indigo color. There's no cables with it, but I don't really care about the cables. I could replace the cables, no problem. But pretty happy to have something like that. Two more just Nintendo Wiis. And you can see down here we've got just a bunch of cables and controllers and things like that. I think this will pretty much pair every system with what I need, with maybe the exception of the GameCube. But that's not a big deal. I have plenty of cables to go around to complete bundles. We even have some other stuff here, like a couple extra controllers. I put the purple controller in this with the GameCube, but it also came with the gray controller and then even a Wavebird. I don't think the receiver's with the Wavebird, but we'll hold on to the Wavebirds anyway. I always like to get those in pickups. There's a black DS Lite. I already booted up. This works. Pretty happy about that. And yeah, just a ton of systems that come with it. I mean, obviously, I have all these systems already, so most of them will go for trade. But yeah, happy to use these to maybe recoup some of my purchase price. Here's two more super cool, interesting finds that came in the bundle. I do not know a lot about these, but I'm definitely going to keep them for myself just because I think they're great for decoration. I imagine they're probably collectible, but I don't know that too much about them. This one's like a Q*bert. I think this is a Parker Brothers thing. Keep in mind, I haven't Parker Brothers. I haven't tested either of these. I really don't know much about it. Maybe I'll find like an eBay comp or something just to give more details about it. I'm literally just recording this video right after I picked it up. And then also this Pac-Man Coleco, which I've seen before. This one looks a little more familiar to me. This is also in a little bit better shape, I think, and I think it's super awesome. Definitely a great pickup for the game room. Definitely not interested in selling this. I'm going to keep this for myself. But two other little curiosities in the bundle. I arranged this little sort of collage, if you will, of some more of the maybe common staple games that came in a lot. I mean, some decent stuff here, but nothing too like crazy rare. Just sort of I don't know, your standard stuff. Some of these maybe I'll bundle with systems. Some of these I'll just sell on eBay over time. Some, maybe a few of them I'll keep too that I don't actually have for the collection. I'm not going to spend too much time on them. Some of them, there's actually duplicates, Elebits, a bunch of Just Dance games, which is funny because I just sold some of that stuff this week. There's a GTA 5, some more GTA 3, some M&M kart racing. For some reason, I bet that's going to sell. NBA Street, I love that game. More GTA stuff, 007, Pinball Hall of Fame, SSX Blur on Wii, which I might keep. I don't know if I have that. Call of Duty Black Ops, Turtles. This is kind of neat. Turtles Smash Up. A couple Wii U games, Star Wars and Lego Movie. Those will probably end up on Whatnot. I know people are always looking for Wii U stuff on Whatnot. Price is Right, Lego Harry Potter. This crazy golf game, which is, I think, resealed. So, like, it's sealed up, but I can't help but think that this is, like, just a regular shrink wrap job. So I don't think this is actually new and sealed. Scooby-Doo First Frights, SpongeBob. You know, nothing too crazy here. Mostly just trade bait. Again, stuff to recoup my investment. Next, I'm going to show you some of the more desirable titles that weren't GameCube games. So here, mixed in with the ones I just showed you, here are the ones that are maybe a little more desirable generally to either trade or keep for myself that are not GameCube games. A few highlights. So 3 copies of Wii Sports Resort. Definitely one of those games that I know people trade for. I know GameStop does stuff on it too if you're doing trade-ins there. This one, Tetris Party, is one I actually wanted. So this is a keeper for me. I don't have this game. Punch-Out! I love. This will either be an upgrade for me or whichever one I have. This copy or the one that I had already will get traded depending on which is better. Trauma Center I didn't have, I don't think, on Wii, so that's super cool. Mario Party 8, another great one to have. A couple of cool games here. Metal Gear Solid. I already have somebody who saw an Instagram post I made or Facebook post ask me about this, so this will probably get traded. Crash Warped. 2 Wii Sports games. You know, just another really 2 Mario Karts. I didn't even mention that. Some really amazing titles here. Again, going to be a lot of trade bait. Some of it goes on Whatnot, but really happy to have them. Here's the last bunch of games, and this is probably the most desirable stuff. It's certainly the stuff that drew me into the lot, and I'm sure it's the stuff that you guys are most interested in. It's the GameCube stuff. I mean, what can I say? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that there's some great stuff here. Why don't I start with some of the less interesting things down here? This is actually just the case for Pokemon Coliseum, but inside there's a loose disc of Metroid Prime. So both the case I'm sure I'll find somebody to trade the case to, because people are always looking for that kind of stuff. And then the Metroid Prime, I'm sure I'll find a good home for. Fantastic Four, I'm not sure if I have this already. If I don't, I'll probably keep it, but otherwise it'll go for trade. This is actually just disc 2 of GoldenEye Rogue Agent, but it also has Lord of the Rings. I don't know if you can see that. Third Age, discs 1 and 2 in there. So I'm pretty sure I have the Lord of the Rings game already, so that'll probably be for trade. Yu-Gi-Oh! False-Bound Kingdom, pretty sure I have that already. If not, I'll keep it. Tales of Symphonia, I think I need, so that's probably a keeper for me, but we'll take a look. Sonic Heroes, I know I have already. Double Dash, I mean, what can I say? Double Dash, a great one to pick up. It'll be a trade one. This is kind of cool. Harvest Moon, Another Wonderful Life, kind of perfect, because I had, I think it's a Wonderful Life or one other Harvest Moon game for the GameCube, but I didn't have this one, so I get one for me and one to trade. So 2 copies of Harvest Moon, Mario Party 6, and 2 copies of Mario Party 7. I've had these games already, so they will go up for trade. I can't imagine that I'll have a hard time trading these. Every time I find them, they find a new home pretty quickly. And then this is the one for me, the thing that I needed for my collection. I did not have this game, and now I have it, and I'm happy to have it, is Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I'm pretty sure I found this a little while ago, and like the disc was rotted. But here it is now in my collection. I think this is like $170 right now. So I don't like to pay those kinds of prices for these games, but picking it up as part of a lot like this and then filling out my collection and sort of financing it this way is totally fine with me. So yeah, that's the entire pickup. All the consoles over here, the little handhelds, you can see the cables, there's controllers. I didn't even show all the controllers and Connect stuff, the common games, the more desirable stuff, and then of course the GameCube. So all that was $650 in a couple hours of my time. So let me know what you think in the comments. Did I do good on this? Let's wrap up the video. Hope you enjoyed this video. This one's going up a lot quicker relative to the last one I uploaded. I know it was like 2 weeks between the last couple videos, and now I'm probably going to put this up like 2 or 3 days after the previous one. That's just the way things are going to be with my channel, I think. I want to post content when I have good stuff and interesting things to find, and I just happen to have an interesting pickup at the start of my vacation. I had time to record a video, and that's what I'm doing. Tell me what you think about this. I paid $650 for this. I think it was a pretty good deal for me. I hope Kevin, who sold it to me, is happy too. He was a really nice guy to deal with, and I always want everybody to be happy. Anyway, that's it. Please be sure to check out my Whatnot streams. I run Whatnot auctions every Friday, including this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't know if any of this stuff's going to go in this week's auction, but certainly in the future there will be some of these items in my Whatnot auctions. Also on eBay and things. You can check out all my stuff in my link tree above, my eBay, my Instagram, my Whatnot, all that. Especially if you want to do a trade or something like that. I've done trades with viewers of the channel in the past and other locals from Maryland and the nearby area. So anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It really helps me out. And until next time, take care.